Preparation of the body is something that I take a great deal of pride in. What I like to do prior to ritual is to mindfully ground and center myself, and then take myself into my shower, and I exfoliate my body with a salt. I actually am quite addicted to Lush products, and I use a sea salt scrub from Lush. And previously, when I lived in a place that had a bathtub, I would put salts and herbs and flowers and essential oils and soak myself in that bath prior to ritual. Now, this is not just something that I like to do prior to ritual, it's something that I like to do to honor my body and honor myself, and it's something that I like to do on a semi-regular basis. I wouldn't say that I do this every single day, but I do this at least once a week. That is to exfoliate, that's to really wash my eyes. And I'm not talking about just splashing water on my face, I'm talking about immersing my face in a bowl of very clean water, opening my eyes and blinking. It is a Japanese practice that I learnt about a while back. Likewise, ear candling is something that I like to do to help to clarify naturally my ears. I like to exercise and eat as best as I can. I like to keep my alcohol consumptions to a minimum. I like to body brush. I like to do yoga. I like to do things that allow me to harmonize with my body. And this is something that I have been encouraged to do, you know, for a very long time. I come from a family that consistently honors their body. I wash my head with herbs from time to time. I give myself a ritual, you know, buckets of like herbs that I have steeped in water, and when I say herbs, I mean flowers, gums, resins that are all safe and non-toxic to use on the body. And I like to steep it, like really like get them like all crunchy and, you know, let them dissolve naturally and let them sit in water. I put boiling water, allow that water to cool until it's a comfortable temperature for the body, and I throw it all over myself and I allow myself to naturally dry. And as I'm doing so, that process for me is sacred. I don't speak to anyone, I don't eat anything, I just allow myself to naturally dry, and I breathe in the energies of these herbs. It's a bit of a windy day. And so I encourage you to look at preparation of the body and determine for yourself where you could do better, where you could add a little something extra. I find that when we work at preparing the body in a semi-regular basis, then what happens is when we approach our ritual tools, tarot being one of them, then we do so in a state of reverence because we have honored ourselves, and therefore we are then able to better honor our tools. Now, this is not just in relation to tarot, this is in relation to anything. I like to do this prior to ritual, like I said in the beginning, and that is because I want to put myself in that ritual mind space. When I do all of these activities of exfoliating, of rubbing crystals on my body, of anointing myself with essential oils, of smudging, smoking, smoke cleansing, spritzing myself, and so on and so forth, what happens then is, as I'm doing this, my mind is slowly aligning. It's placing me into a state of mind that is far more ritualistic. It's a divine state of mind. It's an honoring. And so when you are wanting to truly connect deeply and magically with your cards, then I encourage you to do this. You might like to do this prior to, say, bonding with your tarot deck, doing a ritual bond, or engaging in some kind of a craft in association with your tarot deck, or just not in association with your tarot deck. But it is a really beautiful practice to help you to align and focus. And when you can step into sacred space after you have effectively prepared your body, you feel it differently. You can ground and center far more easily because you have centered yourself effectively by connecting with the physicality of who you are, by giving honor to the temple, to the physical temple. Our bodies are our temples. They are a state of sacred. And by treating your body as though it is sacred, then every act that you engage in is therefore an extension of that sacredness. This is a very profound state of mind to be in, an opinion to hold, etc. But it is one that I myself love because I'm a mother And my body has gone through so many transitions that I have had to get to know my body again and again and again. I have 3 babies. My belly has risen and it has fallen. It has risen, it has fallen. My boobs have grown and they've fallen. They've grown and they've fallen. And so the way that I began this life and the transitions that my body has gone through have been awe-inspiring. But then from a cosmetic perspective have left me a little bit like, lamenting the loss of my, old body. But each and every time that I engage in these body preparation acts where I am honoring my physicality, what happens then is I forget all of that societal, stuff, that crap that makes us feel as though we need to be a certain way, conduct ourselves in a certain way, look a certain way, etc. And I connect with my skin, with the skin that protects me, with the skin that has stretched and has receded over time, with the skin that has been sunburned and that has been windburned, with the skin that has sheltered me, that has covered me, that has created my exterior. I connect with my tongue, with my teeth, with my eyes. I connect with my womb. I connect with my fingers that are so incredibly functional, and I begin to honor what I have and take pride in what I have and love what I have. And when I'm in that state of love, when I'm in that state of honoring, it is so much easier for me to then honor my children, my partner, my practice as a witch, my practice as a tarot reader, the clients that I then read for, because I am honoring myself and then I'm looking at them as another personification of a human being who is also going through a journey just like I am, and I'm then forced to honor them. Not forced in a bad way, just naturally inclined to honor them, because we are all marching to a rhythm of a very different drum, but we are together, we are here, we are human, we are made of body parts. My body parts similar to your body parts, but then again nothing alike. And when we're encouraged to truly connect with our body, to learn to effectively prepare and honor our body, we are uniquely divine. And it is a beautiful practice to engage in. It's a beautiful practice to perpetuate. It's a beautiful practice to encourage others to engage in, and so on and so forth. So I encourage you to devise a way to effectively prepare your body for ritual, a way that suits you, because what suits me doesn't necessarily suit you. Like I said, I don't have an access to a bath, but you might have an access to a bath, and that in itself allows you to do something very different to what I am capable of doing. Don't feel scared or uncertain to venture out beyond your comfort limits. And when I say comfort limits, I don't mean to push your body physically, unless it of course appeals to you to do so. But what I mean is, don't feel like you need to jump out of your seat right now and flick through a million pages of books to determine what it is that you would like to do. Sure, if you want some inspiration, then by all means do that, but attempt to tap into the divine source within. Allow yourself to know what it is that you want. What flower, what scent, what herb is calling to you right now? Close your eyes, allow yourself to connect with that. Then determine if that herb is safe to utilize on your body. If it's safe to drink, if it is safe to anoint oneself with. And check in with yourself and that divine guide that is already there, just waiting to be heard inside of you. Preparation of the body is something that is so unique and individual. It has to be, because our bodies are unique and individual one from the other. And allowing yourself to go through this process unencumbered is probably my best piece of advice. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the details. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in what somebody else might be doing, what another culture likes to do, what your ancestors potentially did, although that's a fun one. And just determine for yourself what it is that your body needs right now. And I guarantee you, come a couple of months' time, when you start to truly work on yourself, what your body will need in 3, 4, 5 months' time will be very different. You might crave a different scent, a different color, a different medicine altogether. And that's perfectly okay, because a good, healthy practice is naturally evolving, it's organic, it has growth to it, and evolution is a big part of what it is that really powers witchcraft, that really powers tarot, that really powers these sacred divine processes. And so allow yourself to have some fun with this. Now it is raining, and so I am going to skedaddle, but I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed my thoughts on preparation of the body and have been able to sit down with yourself, with your thoughts, with your processes, with your likes, with your dislikes, in a meditative state of mind perhaps, and determine what it is that you would like to include in your sacred preparation of the body. Much love, many blessings.